someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday Nighter, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On first down, Reinhardt. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
To throw on second down, Reinhardt. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
Looking to throw. Reinhardt. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
On gain of 3 yards, it's now third.
Again, this is White. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They throw it out right, complete. Touchdown! Trey Palmer, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers First decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, right?
It's Young on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. McGee. And he stopped immediately there. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try the left side. McGee. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to... He's got a man! Complete! And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
first down. Here's White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Operating from the gun, Reinhardt. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off.
And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On the ball.
On play action, Young. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. K.J. Hamler, 68 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll run it with Davenport, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Davenport. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw. Reinhardt. It completes it right side to White. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jeremy Chinn there defensively.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Reinhardt. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Young. It'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to his fullback into the backfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On first and 10, Reinhardt. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10. A run with Davenport. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
50-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
This is Davenport. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. On first down, McGee. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, back to Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up with a 3rd and 9 situation. Back up to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, McGee. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Young to throw it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down the turf. Incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going with White here, toss left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Throwing on 1st down. Reinhardt. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 47 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Ready up. Black shot. Set.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw, Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, McGee. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. He's got it.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Sanders again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 70. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Ready?
Young throwing on first down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Panthers. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 49, Buccaneers 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Reinhardt. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. finds White, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Reinhardt sliding out of the... And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just turned a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single